Hey short sellers, and welcome to Quad S Trading, and where we exclusively short sell small caps. Now, if you want to know how we got 256% account growth in June, roughly 136% in July, and today, August the 3rd, is the first day of the month. We got 18% account growth in one day, and all this happens with one indicator from quadstrading.com. So this indicator is awesome. We have 5 strategies built into this. We have a BP, an MMP, a 15M, the REM, and the DV strategy. Everything is built into one. It tells you when to get in, when to get out, what is your stop loss, how many shares to short based on your account size. So if you're going to settings here, you just put your account size, your risk tolerance, so 10% of your account per trade, or if you want to be a little bit more conservative, you can put 5%, and essentially it will just cut your profit in half. But let's have a look at today's trade. We have SGLY, and let's do a recap just to show you guys how the indicator works. It's super simple. So in our Discord, we do have alerts, so you do not have to set the alerts for every single stock that pumps in the market. We have that in the Discord, and it will show up something like this, right? So if we were to come back this morning, SGLI at 428, it gave us the setting up alert. So this is when the stock is setting up where all the conditions have been met, and we're just waiting for the entry. And the entry is on a close of the 5-minute candle. So when it entered and it did an entry, boom, we got a nice green circle here, and it says enter at 8:03. And it gives you the cover, but it can change during the day because one of our covers is the like a slightly adjusted SMA 200. So if it is at SMA 200, obviously the price will creep up as the day progresses. But as you can tell, all the alerts are here, and then when we cover, it gave you a nice little blue circle here, right? So, and at the end of the day, we get a nice little recap here of all of our trades, and let's go through them all. So let's have a nice little replay here. So there's the 2 pump candle. Now see how this label is yellow? This is your setting up label. So this is pretty much where you're going to put in your order in your broker, right? 622, you're going to do a limit order. You know, you can put 8 or 790, like slightly above, below the price, and it will tell you what is your cover and what is your stop loss, right? So this is how intuitive this indicator is. It is great. And then obviously on the following candle, this is when it closes below the candle closes, the label goes green. That is when you'll trigger the entry on the alerts. So you enter essentially as soon as this candle here opens. Boom, 8:03, and then you play this out until it hits your profit target, which is the green line right here, and all of it changes dynamically. Boom, there's your profit at 507 for a nice 36% trade on this one trade. So very nice trading today. It was actually a very busy day. We had EDBL, same story here, and you'll see a lot of it is more or less just a rinse, repeat, same patterns. Let's do a replay here on this candle right here. Right, same thing, double pump. There's your setting up. There's your entry on this close. Sure, it went up against us, but I'm not worried because my stop loss is up here. And boom, we hit a nice profit right there of 23% on this trade. Okay, then we have this one here, HYFM. This was a really, really nice trade. And like I said, we don't take trades on the way up. Some people could have shorted here because this was a missed monthly pivot and they would have been stopped out, squeezed out. No, we wait until we see at least one of our labels. Okay, so that way we don't get burnt. So we got a entry on this candle right here. And the exact same thing, guys, as usual, you will see that yellow label prior to the entry. It'll tell you how many shares to short based on the price and your settings up here, right? If you have a 5K account, it'll give you, obviously 10 times less. So you'll be shorting 150 shares. And then boom, there's your entry. And this one here at open, it just halted all the way down. Boom, profit target right here for a nice 40% win. So the 40% wins are the biggest wins for their strategy. At the end of the day, if I get 40%, I'm a happy camper. So that is one of our profit target. It is the 40% mark. Now, STKH, this one here, this stock here halted right here. This was a halt. It came up, big reverse on that one here. This is my entry on a BP, and we covered at the SMA 200 roughly for 28%. Then we had YYAI. Let me just zoom in here. This was a much lower dollar stock. This was up, I think our entry was up at 46. Same thing. If I do a replay on this candle right here, you'll get the exact same thing, that yellow label. Boom, there it is. So we're going to short 10,771 shares based on a $50,000 account. And then you just let this thing go. And yes, it will go up. Came back up here. People are probably, freaking out here. Oh my God, it's going to get stopped out. Nope, not today. Boom, it just tanked right to our profit target rate. A nice 40% win on this trade too. And this one here just kept tanking near the end of the day. Next one is Fuse. So this one here, we did have an entry. Unfortunately, this one here went sideways. So I play these indicators on the money. Like I will do whatever it says it's gonna do, because that's just how this indicator works. I can't have there's no greed, there's no emotions to this. Just when it tells you to get in, you just get in, right? So here is my cover. It says 288. Oh, sorry, 88 cents. My stop loss is 198. Obviously, I would change this probably at as a dollar, or sorry, $2.05, $2.06, just above that $2 round number. So that's the only small modification that I do, is when the stop loss is very close to a round dollar. And this one here just went sideways, but it did hit almost $1. And sometimes the $1, it is a resistance or a pivot. It can work in both directions, but unfortunately this one here was a resistance. It bounced back up and it pretty much flatlined until the end of the day. So it was a very small win of 286, 2.86%. This is minuscule. It pretty much covers your fees. And then we had EZRA today. So this one here pumped. It gave us an entry here, a 15M strategy. We got stopped out on this nasty candle of 41%. Gave us a new entry right up here at 418, and cover at this green line here, which is roughly 40%, so 39.88. So today on this own, if you look at the Discord, right, we have a 36, 23, 40, 28, 39, 40, 2.86. That was Fuse. That went sideways. We have one stop loss of 27% for a nice 7 wins, 1 loss, 8 total trades. Win rate is 87.5%, and your profit factor is 7.61, which is huge. And today's P&L is 18%. So if you like what you see, head over to our Discord. We do have a 7-day trial for elite traders, which gives you access to our scanners. They give you access to all these alerts, and to our chat. And our live trading. We do live trading in the Elite Traders. And the only thing, if you want extra for the indicator, that is there's an extra for that, and it's kind of nice having the indicator because you see the labels happening. You get to see the trades happening. While if you're just following the label, sometimes you'll get an alert, like an entry alert, and then that candle doesn't do the strategy, so you have to wait a little bit longer until you get that green candle. So at least with the indicator, you get to see the trades happening. This is just so that if you forget to put an alert, or if you're on to go, like I trade while I work, and like for example today, it's a holiday here in Canada, so I was actually out of town, and I was able to take all these trades. Actually, I missed one, this one here, SGLY, because that was too early in the morning. At 4:30 I'm sleeping, so I was able to take all of them from my phone because the alerts, the stop loss, and a take profit is all given to you with the indicator. And this makes things so easy. So if you like what you see, head over to our Discord, hit me up, quadstrading.com, and we'll see you there.